Cancer! Welcome to your in-depth yours and theirs reading. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. One of the number one questions I get about yours and theirs. Does it have to be about a significant other? Does it have to be about a love interest? Does it have to be about an ex? No, it does not. I am literally describing a connection. You and someone you're connected to and what it looks like. In that sense, as it resonates, I could be describing a family member, a friend, coworker, neighbor, I don't know. So again, take it as it resonates, yeah? But I do read from the point of view of love as it is a general love reading, all right? But there you go. As it describes, as it resonates, which is the basic rule. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse energies as it applies. More so, reverse energies with yours and theirs. So I'm going to say things like you and them, okay? But the energy interchange between two people can be rapid. There you go. No one to reverse. If it's non-reversal, I will tell you. That's it. All right, we're going to start by building your baseline, and then we will clarify. Show me. Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person. Show me. Ooh, show me Cancer. That was smooth. Ooh, that was smooth. Show me. Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person. If you want to know what this is, just Google gold holographic tarot deck. It should be one of the first that pulls up, okay? Pretty recognizable. Show me. Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person. Show me. Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person. What's going on, please, for Cancer in their person? We're going to start with your side, but as I said, reverse energies as it applies. You're okay. Well, what's going on? I see stuff like this for you. Never. What's up? First of all, there's something here that is yet to end, but it needs to. That's all I have at this time. You seem to be becoming increasingly aware of it. Tower, the devil, death. That's a hell of a way to kick off a reading. I don't know what you're going through. It could be at the energetic level where you feel pressure of change coming. And it scares you. It's either an ending that is required or transformation is required. It is very hard to transform the devil. It is best to kill the devil. In that respect of don't feed it. Don't feed your fears anymore. Don't chain yourself to something that you should not be chained to anymore. Because very rarely can the devil ever be transformed. It's such a rare thing. It's easier to be done with it than to try to transform it. There's something in you that's hitting you. Like a harsh dawn on a cold day. It's a creeping awareness that says something's coming up. And I'm going to have to deal with it. And it's my worst fears. So at this point, I'd like to talk to you about All Tarot is at will, more so on YouTube. It is a collective reading. It may or may not be for you. Just because it says Cancer in the title doesn't mean it's your reading. Do not try to force fit that which is not yours. You will only frustrate and or upset yourself, in which case say, that's not me, and carry on. Check out the placements, so I'll catch you on the next one. I'm keeping this one at this point because it's looking like imperative energy that needs to come through. That's why I'm seeing it, and thus you are too. This is a fear reaction. Let's make that clear. It feels like an impending storm. Okay? And you're at the center of it. It's kind of like, I always knew this was coming. I always feared this was coming. I didn't want it to be true. Perhaps I resisted whatever this was because it is fear-based. But it's looking like something that needs to end, and it is in your best interest to do so, no matter how scary. Transformation, towers, these are all in our best interests. The people who defy the tower the most are the ones who struggle the most with change, even if it means their freedom. Freedom from what binds them. Toxicity, darkness, fear. Okay. Innate sadness. That feeling of helplessness. The devil meant us to make us feel helpless. That way we won't change. Page of Wands. 9 of Swords. 7 of Swords. They'll have someone attached to you that doesn't want to deal with it. Oh dear. They don't want to see it either. They don't feel it as large as you do. They don't. They don't. They do not feel it as largely as you do. But there's enough fear in this person that says, I don't want to look at it either. They sidestep that shit. 7 of Swords. So you're feeling it much more strongly than they are. They feel threatened, but it's at the mental level. So they don't want to deal with it. They sidestep it. It's kind of like, you ever been in that situation where you really, really, really need to talk about something because it's important to you? And the other person's like, no, can we not do that today, please? Can we just not? That's what that energy is. They're sidestepping it. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to look at it. Now, your fear is much, much stronger than theirs. The sword energy, 7 of Sword, 9 of Sword, that's all fear, but it's up here. And so a great mental strategy is to just shove it away. Yours is more like, this is detrimental. This is scary. I felt this coming, and I've been feeling it coming. And they're like, nah. They say they're open to listen, but they're not. That tells me they already have an idea of what that fear is, and they're rejecting it. They don't want to deal with it, and therefore they probably don't talk to you honestly about this. Or they don't want to acknowledge it. Oh, denial is very strong. Page of Swords, fuck me. Oh, like that's not going to be affected. What is this? Oh, I'm irritated. Ace of Cups, good. Okay, your heart space is trying to keep open, trying to keep strong. Good. What I don't like is this. It's kind of like, so long as we have our foundation, we're fine, babe. Or whatever. Page of Swords, I don't need to expand on this concept. Somebody, with their strength. So long as we have our foundation, we're good. There's nothing we can't get through. And that's a beautiful energy, except when it's not. It's like in denial. If we constantly default to our stability as, well, this is my point of strength and reference, and that very thing might be in jeopardy, we can't keep banking on our foundation to be our rescue for everything. That's a fallacy. If two people are struggling in a dynamic, but they keep saying, well, our foundation's intact, so we're good. No, that's the thing that's going to be in the most jeopardy. What two people bank on to save them over and over again. So I'm glad that you two have a strong sense of foundation. You're clearly well connected. Family, friends, activity, resources, networking, career, all of it. All of it. And that's a source of pride for you both. With strength, you both maintain that 10 of Pentacles like, this is us, this is who we are. But I got two people. One of you are absolutely terrified of something coming through, and it looks like it might well do, and you can feel it creeping up on you. And they're like, I recognize no such stress or situation. Thank you. Ignore it. What you two share is community, and it's beautiful. You both take pride in it. You both do your part to maintain it. I love that. I respect that. With the Page of Swords, nobody wants to look at anything other than your strengths, as opposed to what feels like something that needs to be addressed. If we always use our... Okay, here's what I'm trying to say. You remember that show, very popular in the late 90s or early millennia, Malcolm in the Middle? Remember that show? The father who later played and starred in Breaking Bad. Oh, I've watched that like 5 times. No, but the dad. So he's playing poker with his buddies, right? And they're bragging about their kids. Now, the dad in Malcolm in the Middle, he's got like 4 sons. They're all stupid, except for one. No, I'm serious. That's the show. I'm not making it up. They're all stupid except one. He literally has one son who is an actual, legit, certified genius. He doesn't talk about his other 3 idiot kids. He just talks about the genius. It's like, well, I have a genius for his son. And one of his buddy cops him on it. He's like, yeah, well, what about the other 3 idiots? You two have some sort of genius element between you two that you both take pride in. But then you're both connected to something that you both try to ignore. And that's kind of like, these are your idiot sons, and this is your genius. You both bank on your genius to feel good. Okay. And that makes me nervous because that's going to be number one thing at stake if this isn't addressed. Okay. So we can't always use our best pros to compensate for our cons. We got to deal with our cons. Show me the Ace of Cups. I want to see your heart space. Show me your heart space. Show me the Ace of Cups, please. Show me the Ace of Cups, please. Show me the Ace of Cups. And I'm not saying you're an idiot. I'm not saying your person's an idiot. I'm saying you're terrified of something coming true. And it looks like you're not far off either. They don't want to hear it. Or they don't believe in it. Or they try to tell themselves it's not a big deal. That's not good. It's kind of like, I'm terrified a tornado's going to hit us. I'm terrified a tornado's going to hear us. I'm terrified a tornado. And the other person's like, as the wind is picking up and things are starting to fly through the sky, don't be ridiculous, babe. Tornadoes have never hit this spot before, even while one's coming down. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't... Show me the Ace of Cups, please. Show me the Ace of Cups, please. I remember somebody, I think it was in the Cancer video, accused me once of being a really good actor. I'm like, oh, honey, no training. No, honey, when you're naturally emotive like I am and passionate, you don't need acting. Thank you. Okay, Eight of Wands. I got some communication between you and someone. Someone has a strong will, strong mind, determination. There you are, the Queen of Cups, Eight of Wands. I got you talking to somebody, and you do have love for them. Okay, I don't quite know who this is. This could be a friend. This could be good counsel. I don't know. It looks more like positive support, and it helps you feel more functioning in your heart, which is good. I'll take that. I don't know this is necessarily the person attached to you. I don't know. But they are showing you good advice, good counsel with a very strong head, analytical skills. They seem to be communicating directly with you and helping you ease something and make you feel good about your heart. So I don't know if you're talking to a good friend, a family member, a counselor, advisor, a lawyer. I don't know. But there's something in there that soothes you and it gives you strength of will and confidence and puts you into a good place. It does. I don't know who that is, but they kind of shore up your energies in saying that this is positive, this is correct. And it makes you feel good about you. So I don't know who this is, but you seem to react and respond to them quite well. I don't know what their support function is, other than the fact that they make you feel good and calm. And I don't know, your heart space seems to be so open towards them in that respect of this feels right to me. I listen to this person. They give good advice. They got a good head on their shoulders. They communicate effectively with me. They make me feel a certain way. So I don't know who that is to you. Right now I'm defaulting to support. I don't know. There's new love, guys. Could be. Could be new love. Could be you started talking to someone. I don't know. Because right now I'm seeing some sort of connection here. It doesn't feel like that. So I don't know. Let's keep going. We'll see what we can see, yeah? Some of the Tower... No, the Tower. Show me the Tower, please, for Cancer. What is this? Show me the Tower, please. Show me the Tower. Show me the Tower. Show me the Tower. Show me the Tower. Show me the Tower, please. Show me the Tower. Show me the Tower. Justice. Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. We've been resisting an offer to correct it, to rectify it. We feel karmically that we're supposed to address this, but we've been kind of avoiding it. I don't know what this is. It's looking like we've been trying to avoid something. To put something of ourselves into it, the Ace of Pentacles, and to kind of rectify the situation, balance the scales. It is heavily attached to karma with justice over the Tower. It's something that needs to come through, but we're not allowing it. I don't know what that is, but it's looking like a chance and or opportunity to rectify a particular situation. I have no idea what this is. But we've been resisting it. It could be somebody has been resisting your offer to rectify a situation, make it right, to make that particular investment. But somebody here is resisting it, and begrudgingly so. It's like, I shouldn't have to do that. It's coming in as the Tower. It's probably in somebody's best interest. Then as I've said, the more we resist that Tower, I see 9 of Wands on the Tower all the time, is something we know spiritually and in the back of our mind, in the back of our hearts to be true, but we don't want to deal with it. The longer we resist trying to rectify a situation, put something of ourselves into it that is authentic and real, the worse it's going to feel that we don't. So I don't know who is resisting this so hard, but it is a chance and an opportunity to rectify or smooth out or even out what looks like a difficult situation. Somebody is feeling this on the spiritual level, very much so. Somebody feels like it's their obligation to do it, and they are resisting doing it. So it's either you resisting to make a situation right, or somebody is resisting giving you something to make the situation right. I don't know. But the way that you are feeling it, such as a heavy, heavy pressure in your spiritual energy, I do feel like it's you. That is not a judgment. That is simply a reflection of what I'm saying here today. We got to get away from this idea that it's coming from me personally. It isn't. So don't take offense to it. It's real life, real tarot. Okay? And it's coming in heavily in that respect of, I have the skills and abilities, realistically, to even out a situation that calls to me personally, and it does feel like it's mine to deal with. But no, I don't want to. We'll see. Let's see what's going on. And it might have something to do with this devil. Show me this devil, please. Show me that devil, please. Show me that devil, please, for Cancer. Show me. Show me that devil, please, for Cancer. It's such a heavy weight. Such a heavy weight. 5 of Cups, it hurts. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. The 3 of Pentacles, we have a friend here. We have a friend here, and our friend kind of hurt us. It feels like our friend hurt us. I don't know who this is to you. It could be the support function, the one who, it doesn't feel like a marriage. It doesn't feel like boyfriend, girlfriend. It doesn't. It feels like someone who supports, who has good insight. They might be very smart. I don't know. That Queen of Cups may not even be you. It might be them. It could be you that's terribly logical and rational and intelligent. But perhaps that's why you listen to this person, because they have a softer heart or a softer perspective. I don't know. I just know that your Ace of Cups is activated with them. But they don't feel like a spouse. They don't feel like a partner. They don't feel like boyfriend, girlfriend. They feel like someone whom we actually have very strong affection for. And it comes across as they compliment me in some way. They kind of offer perhaps what I'm missing. It's either insight or affection. Okay? And the conversation between you two has always been natural and fluid, and you two benefited in some way. Perspective, sharing energies. It looks like constructive communication. Okay? I strongly suspect it's this. And we understand, and this isn't our devil energy, so we're hurt. Okay? Our pride's been hurt a little bit. And we kind of always feared we would be hurt by this. I don't know why. That's for some of you to know. You feel like your friend was very harsh with you and very mean to you and hard on you. Okay? And frankly, it pissed you off. And it hurts you at the same time. So it upset you in terms of anger, and it upset you in terms of hurt. Both are real and valid. If you were indeed hurt and angry, then it's true. You were hurt and angry. You have every right to feel those feelings. Okay? I don't want you to dwell in them, because they're coming from the devil. There's something in that that raises your hairs on the back of your neck about pride and fears and patterns. I can't quite see it. But if you resonate, then you already know. And if you don't need to be here. I've already got enough specifics for you, Cancer, to figure out if this is for you or not. So don't stay any longer than you don't have to. See how that is? I want what's best for you, not what's worst. And that means looking at the hard shit, okay? I'm right there with you. I do. I am. I want you to succeed. And that means understanding things as best we can. Okay? I see your pain. I see your hurt. And frankly, it pissed you off. It hurts you. And it hit, for some reason, it hit a note of fear and or pattern that you would know best, possibly both. It hit a note. It feels vaguely like a low-key I told you so, without actually saying I told you so. It's like you knew that was going to come back and haunt you, or you knew that was going to come back and bite you in the ass, or you wish you had never. It's you didn't want it brought up, but they did bring it up. And they hurt you because they brought it up. They put a truth out there and immediately kind of stabbed you in the heart. I shouldn't have brought that up, or they shouldn't have brought that up. I can't believe they said that. As far as I can tell, honey, somebody spoke the truth as they best understood it from this friend. Perhaps it was you that spoke your truth to this friend and it upset them, but I don't know why you'd be showing me the devil. Okay. But yeah, reverse energies as it applies. Your friend hurts you with a kind of truth that seemed to exist and provoke old fears. It upsets you. So I can see where we kind of developed kind of a, I don't owe you shit. I don't have to rectify shit. I don't have to justify shit. I don't owe any sort of constructive effort to this at all. I owe you no explanation. You know, you took this piece of information and you hurt me with it. Yeah, that's because it was coming from a delicate place. You otherwise attribute them with being honest and emotionally supportive, the kind that makes your heart open and sing naturally. So somebody somewhere spoke a truth. It doesn't look like it was misinformed truth, and somebody was on the receiving end of it, and they knew it was true, but they reacted poorly to it. It's kind of like, how dare you throw that in my face when somebody was speaking the truth. You know how it is when you cop somebody on their bullshit and then they get mad? Oh, perfect example of that. I'm not saying this is you. I'm trying to give you an example so we can bring it into reality so people can better. You know how it is when you're in a car accident and it weren't your fault? It was the other person's. Because what were they doing? Oops, I totally rear-ended you. And then they get mad like it's your fault. That's kind of what this is. It's like somebody was like, hey, you were on your fucking phone and you rear-ended me. How dare you accuse me of the thing I'm actually wrong for? That's what that feels like. You know? So I don't know where it's coming from, and that might be where it's like, that's why I don't owe them shit. I don't have to. And it's coming across heavily as this needs to be digested in the tower. Okay? So I don't know how big or small it is. And at this point, again, because I'm aware of cancers, my beautiful Cancer Collective. If you don't know that I love you, there's a problem. I am, as always, one of your biggest advocates. I don't want you to take this personally. Everybody has gone through something like this in some way to some extent. Okay? And I'm also terribly hyper aware of your sensitivity as a Cancer. Okay? So please do not take it to a bad space of judgment. That's not me. That's not what I do. This is what's here today. This is the Cancer energy I'm working with. Okay? It has nothing to do with you. If it's not yours, it's not mine. That's it. All right? Some of the best people I know in my life are Cancers. BFFs. I'm aware. And I want to be sensitive with you. And I want to be sympathetic with you. Okay? Because that's who I am. But I'm also a real person. And I do the real shit. Okay? It feels like a lot of pressure from the universe to rectify this situation. But if something is like a sore point sticking out to you that makes you think you shouldn't have to, let's reconsider that. Let's challenge ourselves a little bit about why. Okay? Let's take a look at death. Show me death, please. I'm still curious about this because it doesn't feel like this. This is, I keep looking at, like, who is this? Who is this? Who is, because it's not this. Who is this? Who is that? Show me Scorpio. I don't know. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. And then I got so many, and that's very typical of the Cancerian collective. You have multiple people connected to you. They're all a priority. You know, so that's why I can see multiple people for you under various functions. And I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Because your emotional connections are very important to you. But when someone upsets you, they upset you. Otherwise, it looks like a good friend that you know you could always count on for, I mean, if we trusted this person with good counsel and emotional counsel and advice, the same would stand true for a hard truth. It would seem to me that a hard truth, no matter how hard it was still coming from an honest place. So, as far as I can tell, it was an honest truth, and it provoked pain in you and hurt and upset and yet it remains through the Tower, this impending feeling in you, stronger and stronger. I could put something into this, something real and solid to fix it, but fuck that. Show me Scorpio. I'm sorry. For some of you person is Scorpio. I said show me Scorpio. It said show me death. Show me death, please. Show me death, please. Show me death. Show me death. Oh. How odd. There you are. Chariot. 7 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. At this time, the only thing I see you doing is just kind of going at your particular pace. You said, whatever this construct is, leave it alone. I don't owe it anything. It upset me. It hurt me. And you're like, I'm going to go my own way. Moving on. You are telling yourself you need to move on. You do seem to have the opportunity, not here once but twice, to transform this situation, but since it's coming from such a place of personal pain and personal disruption and a strong truth that seemed to have shaped you considerably, perhaps you felt this person was judging you. I don't know. You seem to be rejecting opportunity to transform it, which again is what the Tower is. It's that radical realization, kind of a last chance effort to realize something on your own before it's shoved on you. Okay. That's the Tower. You know, we can block it as much as we want, but if it's got to come down, it's got to come down. I understand you're hurt and you're upset. Perhaps you need some time away from this to distance yourself further from it. I just see you determined, 7 of Pentacles, to go your own particular course and just resume whatever it is that you were already doing. You seem to be paying this no mind, and again, from this insistence that I don't have to, and I shouldn't have to, and fuck them. Kind of like that. It's the opportunity to clear it up. That's all I know. Ace of Pentacles with Justice. It's the opportunity to clear it up. To weigh in on the scales. Like, yeah, okay, you said that. Okay, you said that. Fine. But here's what you don't know, or here's what I wasn't saying, or this is how you made me feel. You know, that it's your chance to weigh in too. To not just show the situation justice, but to show yourself justice. But if you don't see it that way, if you see it as a threat, or if you're going to be attacked, you're going to act accordingly. And since the truth seemed to have hit a nerve, a delicate nerve here under the Devil, you're not going to see it as a form of justice to yourself. And it's like, I don't owe them any explanation. That might be true. But you do have the opportunity for you to clear things up with you. I don't know that you will get back to this. A heavy sense of transformation is here. I don't know. You seem to be content at this time to move forward into that which you know and only that which you know. Something that was already growing and in the works. I'm really curious about this person attached to you. It seems to have nothing to do with this person. That's banana sandwich. I mean, but also, again, not a surprise for that Cancerian energy. Show me that Page of Wands, please. Show me that Page of Wands. Show me that Page of Wands, please. Show me that Page of Wands. Show me that Page of Wands, please. Show me that Page of Wands. Show me that Page of Wands, please. don't think you're a Cancer sun. Who the hell is this? I got you surrounded by a cast of characters, honey. This is not Seinfeld. What is going on? I got somebody else altogether. I don't know who this is. You figure it out. I got this. These two are tied. That's all I know. And I will say that you do share or have a heart space for this person, that when it feels good, it feels very good. And when you two can talk, it's on point. You share ideas, you share emotions in a way that are healthy and it's supportive. And then for some reason they caught you on something, or they said something and your mind was out of line, or you shouldn't have to justify, even if it was a harsh truth. And maybe that's why you had such a double reaction to it. Perhaps you felt you were being judged, or they brought something up that you thought was inappropriate. But I'm telling you, there's something here about the honesty that is so strong. You have it in you too. You do. And you could give it back. You could give it back if it was right for you. And I think it is. But you'd have to know that. You'd have to see the benefit in fighting back. You would have to see the benefit. And it's like, okay, you said this, and maybe there was some truth in it. Fine. But this is me. This is where I was coming from. Da-da-da-da-da, fill in the blanks. And that's how you show yourself justice. It's not just about them, honey. I just want to resolve the conflict in you. That's the emphasis. I want you to resolve the conflict in you. And you seem to have the ability to do it, the communication skills. Okay? Because with the Tower, the Devil, and Death here, I'm more concerned about you, not just moving on. Because this is the kind of shit you live with if you don't speak up towards it. That's what I don't want for you. I see that happen all the time, and it drives me crazy. It drives me fucking crazy. I just want you to be at peace with you. And if that means delivering your 2 cents in whatever way you see fit without actually being violent, then that's... I would encourage you to do it. Just to get it off your karmic plate, if you will. Okay? Now I got this nonsense. You do got a cast of characters in here. Okay, 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, the Star. Possibly Aquarian energy. Doesn't have to be, but... what the hell? What is this? Who is this? This is something else. This is someone who is used to lying to themselves as a matter of habit. We came from an honest, but perhaps too honest, or maybe too firm or too harsh friend whose advice or feeling we always felt good about up until that point. And now I got you attached to a legit asshole. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Someone's giving you mouth words. This is the opposite of honest. This is dishonest. But it's like a soft dishonest. It's like a white lie. Except it's ongoing. Somebody said that they are open to moving on, and they've told themselves this, that they're on the same page with you, that you two have the same star, you two have the same hopes, wishes, wants, and desires. They're fine, they're chill with whatever it is you want to do, and I disagree with it. They keep their energy small and tight and uninformed, and they kind of acquiesce to everything. Yes to this, yes to that, Yeah, you and I have the same desires. You and I have the same hopes. Wherever you go, I go. I'm totally on board with the hopes and desires and visions. You and I have this. We're simpatico. You and I are simpatico. We're totally on the same page, and hopes, dreams, and desires. Can I take a nap now? It's like it's major checkout energy. It's huge checkout. They're not there mentally or emotionally. They're not honest with themselves. And I was just telling somebody, when you have that much 5 of Swords, or any sort of 5 of Swords, if you're not honest with you, you're not going to be honest with the person attached to you. So it's weird. I have you in 2 distinct relationships. One where somebody was a very good, heartfelt friend, honest if not too honest. They triggered some shit in you. Okay? And the person who's attached to you more intimately is not honest with you. Is that why you connected with this person? They kind of push? They're like a truth teller? I don't know. And I got someone here who just kind of tells you what they want to hear. Oh, baby. What's going on? Is that why you're attracted to this person? They tend to be so emotionally or mentally open? Somebody who's got a strong mind and a strong heart. Could be both. I don't know. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. I don't like that. Yeah, I would. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want? Sketty. Oh, I totally wanted the same thing. Whatever it takes to get this concluded, I will go along with it. Yeah, I want the same things you want, honey. I want the same things you want. 100%. Can we... whatever it is I need to do or say to get past this conversation, please, or to get you to shut up. Just please be quiet. That's a lot of disrespect. Nine of Swords. Show me that Nine of Swords. Show me that Nine of Swords. And let me make this clear in case I haven't already. This is a completely different entity. Show me this Nine of Swords, please. That's a lot of mental stress and anxiety. What are we stressed out about? The Hermit, the Three of Cups, Eight of Wands. They don't know how to communicate very well about what they want, how they want to move forward with you. It's running in contradiction to what they said they wanted with you. They have other ideas of what would make them happy with you, but they don't know how to communicate it very well, so they have a tendency to default to whatever it is you want, honey. We got Virgo energy, we have Aquarius energy here. It doesn't have to be, and it's not a knock on those signs in case you are cross-watching. There's someone who's very, very, very stressed out about how to bring this connection together with you in a way that emotionally makes sense to them and actually makes them happy, even in the smallest of ways. They don't seem to know how to consolidate that, so they keep defaulting to whatever you want. They have a hard time speaking about what they want or makes them happy. And so they give you those little white lies about, yeah, this makes me feel good. This makes me happy. I'm totally open to this. I don't know why they have such a hard time accessing their truth and what they really think and what they really feel, even in the smallest of ways. And 30 cups is pretty small. The stuff that would make me happy, this is what I would like to do. This would make me feel good. I don't know why they can't get into that space very well with you. But they kind of give you white lies out of habit, particularly in terms of movement of the connection, how it's going. They say they're moving in the same direction with you and that they're on board with it, but they don't really mean it. There's something in the way that they connect with you that they're not happy with, and they haven't been for a long time. But for some reason, they're not very honest about it at all. They keep showing me deception. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. And it's over such small things. It's so small. Whatever it is so small. The simplest of joys and connectivity. They don't know how to communicate it. It's like they don't know how to consolidate what they want. So they give you lies, or they just go along with it because it's easier. It's just easier from this person's point. And there's so much, all that mental deception. Show me that 7 of Swords, so they sneak away, they dodge, they get out of it. Let me tell you something about those white lies, honey. They add up. They add up. It's so weird. The one that you have beef with, it was the most honest to you. And the person who seems to be in such close proximity to you, they don't give you their honest self at all. How interesting. I mean, not good, but it is interesting. You tell me as it resonates, honey. You tell me as it resonates. I got a cast of characters in here. Show me the 7 of Swords, please. Show me the 7 of Swords, please. Oh, God. I just realized your intimate tarot's in 2 weeks. What am I going to see? What am I going to see, Cancer? I don't tell you what you're going to see for the week. You tell me what I see for the week. Oh, Lord. If you have a cast of characters for your intimate tarot, oh, boy. 9 of Cups. Queen of Cups. Oh, God, they want to be happy, but they don't know how to be happy. To me, that's such a simple function. I would never confuse it. I mean, they just want to be happy. Oh, they just want to be happy. Oh, they just want to be happy, and they don't know how, so they kind of get away from manifesting true heart intentions. They sidestep and get away from what they really want on the emotional level, what would actually make them happy. It's like I don't even know where to begin. I'm so far removed from that kind of energy. I know how to manifest what I want. I know how to manifest. So this is so opposite of that. This person does not feel comfortable manifesting at all the love that they need, the love that's in their heart. Oh, God. It's like they really, really want it to be true, like the happiness that they have with you. They really want it to be true. That the love that they have here is supposed to be true, and it's not coming through. They're not being honest with themselves. All those little white lies add up. So if you keep telling yourself you want this and you don't, you're going to be really confused about how to manifest what's best for your heart and your heart's intentions. So I am so sorry this person is so lost. They could be a fellow water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, also Aquarius, also Virgo. Doesn't have to be. People like it when I call it the signs. I told them, you have that many lies and they add up. They lie to themselves about their feelings and what they really want, so when they try to manifest from the heart space, guess what? They can't, because they're not honest with themselves, and it has something to do with you. You're in there too, and that I want what you want, babe. They don't even know how to ask for themselves the simplest of things that would make them happy without a bunch of nonsense clogging it up. Never mind manifest fully from a heart. I am sorry for this person. I don't know what their struggle is or why they have such a hard time accessing their true self, their true heart self. It could be to do with you, and they're not ready to address those feelings. Because, yeah, you're not going to know how to manifest your heart or what you want when you're lying to yourself and, therefore, to someone else. You don't really know what you're pulling in or how to. You know, it's just the price you pay for not knowing what you want or who you are, what you're about, or what you're doing and why you're doing it. There's a hefty price tag, my friend, and it's always that person. The person who doesn't know what they want, you think pays the least, they in fact pay the most. I promise you. It's like, if I don't invest in that, I can't be hurt. And then they're in their 80s and they look back and say, fuck, I missed out on a lot because I was afraid. That shoulda, coulda, woulda has a high price tag in the future. But you can't see it when you're in your 30s and your 40s. You know? I hope this person gets into a place where they can really consolidate their emotional self. And if that means being honest with you in a certain way, so on. See what I'm saying? It's weird. I got somebody here who was honest with you and you got mad. I got somebody here who lies to you, but you accept them. Why? I have somebody here who loved you enough to be honest with you, even if it hurt, and then you reject it. I have somebody here who lies to you about the worst lie of all, love, and they're allowed to stay in your proximity. Who we allow and accept into our lives says a lot about who we are. If you're used to forming and forging connections with people who minimize their emotions or lie or give you lip service, and you've become habitual around that, patternized around that, you're always going to feel the gap, the void of truth, in essence, because you can't really fake happiness, right? But then you get used to it, and then you think that becomes a love language, and that's the kind of thing you might expect from other people. You have that happen enough in your life with long-term relationships, you eventually be unable to discern healthy communication patterns between unhealthy communication patterns. The second this person got real with you, you said they're an asshole, fuck them, cut them out, that doesn't mean anything, I don't owe them a goddamn thing. This person who lies to you about love, their real feelings and intentions and what they want, they're allowed to stay by your side. I think, especially since that devil's there, you might think it's a specific incident. I'm starting to think that you have learned some difficult communication patterns about love and expectations. Someone's real truth and identity versus their falseness. There's something in there, honey. There's something in there. Where you learn to recognize a certain pattern, even though it's dishonest, as being honest. And what is honest is dishonest. Oh, you didn't know you were going to have a session today, did you? Neither did I. You've been giving me whoppers lately. Where are we? 45 minutes. Fuck it, it's my channel. You've been giving me whoppers lately. This has got to be like the topper of all whoppers. No pun intended. You know? Very curious about what's going on with the Cancer Collective. I have 0 Cancer in my chart. I don't know. I want your collective sign to come through. I do. Just today, Pisces had a shining breakthrough I hadn't seen in a long time. Even Taurus, bless them. Oh my God. I was so exuberant for them both. I want that same energy for you. I want to rejoice for you. I want you to love your life and your circumstances and know what you're choosing and why. That's what I want for you. I love all my collectives. Someone accused me of favoritism. I love all my collectives. I'm just much more relaxed with you. I tend to be. I tend to be much more relaxed with you. I am very aware of your sensitivities, and people who don't have or really understand Cancer, they don't understand that. So they see how I'm relaxed with you. Well, you didn't treat Pisces the same way. You didn't pick Gemini. No, because they're different fucking collectives. How I talk to Gemini is how I talk to Gemini. How I talk to Leo is how I talk to Leo. How I talk to Scorpio is how I talk to Scorpio. And how I talk to you is how I talk to you. I am highly sensitive towards the Cancerian energy. I should be. You're not Gemini. You're not Taurus. You're not Pisces. You're not Aries. You know? So when I tell you, honey, I have the utmost sympathy to what you're experiencing, it's because it's coming from a real place. I don't want any human being walking around on planet Earth confusing truths as meanness and lies as love. I'm on the fucking verge of crying, and I'm trying so hard not to. I've met people like that. At some point, it gets into that space of easiness to believe someone's dishonesty rather than the honesty. And for some of you, that is your devil. That's your pattern. And it's been with you a long time, possibly since childhood. I don't want to go into that. I think we've done enough psychoanalysis for one day. But for some of people, that is truth. And if you've ever met someone like that, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. That's enough. Keep on keeping on. Now, I'm glad that I'm assuming this is the person whom we share a foundation with strength and pride. Okay? You both seem to take a certain level of pride in that because you both helped construct it. Okay? And I think that's what you both default to for safety, for feeling strong. I don't know. Show me strength, please. 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 Oh, sometimes it is, honey, for real, though. If you ever feel like doing tarot on YouTube, oh, strap in. You're going to have some really interesting experiences. It's like having 12 children, and they're all screaming and angry at you. You love Cancer more than you love Aries, and you love Scorpio more than you love Taurus. Oh, my Jesus. Oh, it'd be like that. You want to do your thing online? Anything online? You better get a thick-ass skin, honey, because people can and will tear you apart. So, that's some insider for you. Yeah, for real. I have to deal with that all the time. And just because you got a hard reading, I know someone's going to pop off on the comments because they fast-forwarded this part or they didn't even bother to watch till the end. It's like, you hate Cancer and you just love Scorpio. I know I'm going to get it. Reality. Why do I do it? Because I love you guys. I wouldn't be here otherwise. I love what I do. I love my collectives. I take pride in my work too. And my connections, my network, my connectivity. I know what that's like. You build that shit from scratch? Yeah. That's why. There you go. Strength, Chariot, you, Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. There it is. Okay. What about it? What about it? Show me that Page of Swords. What overtime? What overtime? Why do I see you moving towards something with conviction and passion and time? What? And with strength too. It has yet to happen though. It's attached to the Wheel of Fortune. What is this? Show me that Page of Swords. Show me that Page of Swords. That was unexpected. If I'm stunned enough to pause, that was unexpected. What is this Page of Swords, please? I see. Not quite yet. There is a chance for a turn of events, if you can believe it. That's not what I was expecting to see today. I'm going to say something crude, and I apologize. I apologize. I'm about to say something crude. Right now, I already saw you. The kind of acceptance as this is over, I'm not going to deal with it. You can. It's listed under your karma and justice. Therefore, you can if you so choose. And I see you defaulting to, I'm just going to stick with what I know at this time. Thank you very much. And then I see your direct energy here as the Chariot with strength and pride headed towards something in the future that you and whoever this is can't see just yet. It looks pretty intense. It's looking like we're doing the old switcheroo. So, upgrading energetic vehicles? I don't mean to sound crude, but we are kind of doing the old switcheroo. This is why you're the crab, okay? This is why you're the crab. You start out going like this. That's why you're the crab. And that's why you're the crab. You're switching gears. And by the time that you are ready to trust the process, it has been marked with time. Your foundation is such as that you still believe in it and the strength of it. But who you choose to... How am I going to put this? Who you choose to hold dear in that foundation, that's what's changing. So as far as I can tell, your sense of foundation is still intact. Community, network, resourcefulness, that kind of thing. The strength of it is still there. The pride of it is still there. Yes. Who's allowed in it at the emotional level, that's what's changing specifically. You probably can't see that from your vantage point yet. There's still that piece in you that says, fuck that and fuck them. Okay, I understand. We've discussed it. You won't stay in that energy forever. It's going to take time for you to see it. But your construct for what you understand a healthy foundation is and who should be in it, someone who tells you the truth but loves you, versus someone who lies to you and says they love you. That's where the switcheroo's coming in. You can't see it yet, but you're learning about it now as we speak. It's going to take a while for that to unfold. It will not be tomorrow. It's going to take time. But when you move towards it, you'll be moving towards it with more conviction than when you last encountered it. Because there's something in that piece that you recognize slowly but surely with the Page of Swords, and your knowledge expands about the someone who lies about their love, the intentions of their heart specifically, versus someone who actually loves you enough to tell you the truth. There, I said it. Okay. You look a lot more thrilled about this. Then, well, I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing because that's what I know. This is what you know. Whoever's been allowed to build that foundation with you, you understand now the strength of foundation can remain. Just who's in it should probably change. Okay. You just did your Cancerian super crab walk on me. You thought I was over here? Nah, I'm over here now. You don't know me. Ooh. That's right, baby. Prove me wrong. I want you to. I love it. I love it when people prove me wrong. Oh, no, I'm in that. 100%. I think I know what direction you're headed. You shift gears on me and it's in your best interest. I want you to fucking win. See this right here? See the way you're resisting this? I don't want you to. I don't want you to resist the tower. I want you to defy yourself and say, you know what, you pissed me off. And I'm glad you did. Because now I get to tell you X, Y, Z. I want you to do it. I want you to defy it. I want you to defy yourself. It looks like someone surrounds you is a wet mop. They say what they need to say and they have no personality and they wonder why they're not happy. They go along with it and they lie to you. Yeah, I'd rather someone stand up to you and say what they need to say to your face and it impacts you the right way so you can change for the right reasons. Then we're like, well, they're going along for the ride. I'm sure it's totally genuine. You know this person. Of course you do. I've already established that, but yeah. I'm saying you know this person. There's a reason why they challenge you. Oh, there's a reason why they challenge you. There's a reason why they challenge you. There's a reason they got to you at all. There's a reason they got under your skin. There's a reason they pissed you off. Otherwise, you know this, don't know them as having a very soft heart and being very honest and a good communicator. That was never the issue. I'm telling you. Oh. Oh, you didn't think it was going to be all that today. Show me that Ten of Pentacles, please. Oh, this is fascinating. Eight of Cups. I saw it. I saw it. There it is. Yeah. 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 As I said, you're doing the old switcheroo. You're just doing it your own way. Yeah, you have to get over the pain first. I understand and accept the truth of the pain. Accept it for what it is. That it was said in your best interest or with love. Perhaps that person was just protecting themselves. I don't know. I don't know. But it got to a critical juncture. Anyway, Ten of Pentacles, that foundation. I told you. You realized you can still have your foundation. Just not who with you think it is. the one that you're emotionally absent from because they lied to you about what the real feelings are. They do that because they don't know what else to do, and they don't know who they are, and they don't know what they want, and you've lived with that for a long time. You will be opening back up your feelings towards this person, and thus it begins again. The Three of Pentacles, that friend who pissed you off, but was done so in love as far as I can tell. Or perhaps they were protecting themselves. I don't know, but it provoked, anger in you. We will be opening back up towards this friend in future. You just can't see it yet. And who had that similar? Pisces. Okay. I told them, I'm going to tell you, it will likely start with a constructive effort of cooperation. The divulgence of one's feelings, even if it's a little bit. The versatility of them. Okay? I feel happy, sad, joy, anger, frustration. They're all real and valid. And that's how we start the reconstructive efforts. But we have begun to emotionally detach from the person who is already pre-existing. And this begins to line up. It is under future. And again, I'm saying something very similar to Pisces. I'm getting summer references for that Three of Pentacles, reapproaching the Three of Pentacles. But in time, it unfolds into something so much more. But for now, it's kind of like, okay, baby steps. They're kind of a good friend, even if they were an asshole about it. Okay, fine. They made some good points. But let me tell you my side of it. Something like that. Okay. I think I've made this. When that, I don't know. But I am seeing the switch out of the heart, changing of the guards. The foundation remains. In terms of importance in your eyes, that has not changed. It's just who should be in it. That has changed. A liar or the one who loves you, even if they're kind of firm. Or a bit of an asshole. I don't know. I think this person has a weird combination. Well, that's weird. Of being very logical, analytical, intelligent, but a big, soft, squishy heart. And somewhere in between those two, they might have put something on you that just pissed you off, but it was also not true. It was the right kind of challenge I believe you needed. You may not see that yet. You might still be like, I hate that word. I hate that word. And that's fine. It's kind of like when the kids get pissed off at the parent, as I was discussing. Like, I hate you. You never give me what I want. No, I don't always give you what you want, but I do give you what's best for you. That's that kind of energy we're talking about. And I'm not saying you're a child, honey. I'm saying you got used to being surrounded by somebody or having relationships that say, well, I'm trying to make Cancer happy, so I'm going to say this, even though I don't believe it, or it's not really mine. And I think you got used to that as some sort of love language or confirmation that things were correct, and they're not. Because when we push away a hard truth like that, there's something in it we recognize and we don't like. But it helped us ultimately. So we're talking about growing pains here that are normal. I don't care how old you are. You can be in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I don't care. You're never too old to have a reaction like this. I don't care how mature you think you are, how experienced you are, how emotionally diverse you believe you are. You are never too old for ass spanking via the universe. It's just they show up in people. You know? Oh, honey, I'm 42. I'm still getting my ass whooped. Sometimes I like it. What? I'm a Scorpio. Okay. Yep, called it. Yep, should have just started with that, and that would have been your whole reading. Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, Ace of Cups. In due course, you will understand the correct calling of the heart. It was already there to begin with. That's what's funny. They opened up with the Ace of Cups, and you respecting that emotion and the connectivity. It's slow but steady. That's a perfect summary. Thank you, Spirit. Eventually, yes, you'll be summoned forth to understand the difference and what's truly in your heart. And it doesn't matter that it's slow. I already told you the Wheel of Fortune has marked you, but once you start to move in that particular direction, it will feel right to you. You are doing what looks like, I understand now, what should be part of my foundation. And part of that foundation is truth and integrity to feeling. That should be in there too. Not just someone who's playing along or playing house with me or playing love with me, but someone who actually means it. And so you're moving into the truth of not just new love, but an open heart for what's actually right for you. Okay. In due course, when the timing is right. With Judgment, Knight of Pentacles, it's going to take a minute. So for you cross-watchers who are, oh, please come back tomorrow. No. The first time I see any sort of re-engagement again is actually during your season. And again, it starts out with, can we talk? I'm not trying to get in your business. You can tell me to fuck off if you want. That's fine. I would like to talk. See how simple that starts? I know, it seems huge when we get to that point of addressing it, but it's actually down here, and it gets things started. I don't care what they told you. They could have told you fuck off or fuck you or whatever. I don't know. It upset you, but there was a hard truth behind it. So the point is you can still try for yourself to level things out, to address the tower on your terms, because it's on your mind and it's in your heart heavily. I know there were some things in you that you wanted to say that you did not get to say. So even if you write them a letter that will never be read, or write them an email, whatever, that will never be read, that's not the point. You honor yourself. I don't see that being rejected, however. It's here. I see the mending carefully. I do. In time. And then the greater scheme of things, I have no clue. There's too much time attached to it. I see the upfront, and then I can kind of get a glimpse of the long term. I do hope this helps you. Okay. Oh, there's your seesaw. That's it, right there. Cancer. For some of you, one of your connecting people here is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I did see Aquarius, possibly Gemini. Dear Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, the tentativeness, the hesitation, the one who wears the crown, Empress energy, also confirmation of that earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, someone who is high in ranking. Aquarius, I told you, picking up that Aquarian energy for this person. Or they might have some very strong Aquarius in their chart. Or, yeah, perhaps you do. Maybe it's one of your nodes. Okay. This is the Pegasus that's upside down. Someone that's masculine pride, masculine freedom, the willingness to take off and be one's own, as they would say, man, or one's own woman. It's upside down. Many of you feel like you don't have the freedom to choose or to take off, or that you shouldn't have to address this. There's more freedom to be had in expressing yourself. Okay? P, the Eiffel Tower, once more. Could be confirmation for some of you. A memory, an old one, perhaps future orientation. The Eiffel Tower, Paris. Some sort of confirmation of the Eiffel Tower. Okay, one more. No letters? No, just P. Okay. The Crab upside down. You have not felt like yourself since this happened. I understand. Okay, dog. I love my dog. Yes, of course, many of you have a dog that you absolutely love. Gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then also the confirmation that for some of you, you see a gecko or a little lizard on the regular. Every day, one could be in front of you in terms of a print, art, something like that. And for some of you, the next crescent moon could be interesting or important. Wish upon a star, but I'm getting that more as the waxing and or waning moons, according to the moon cycle. There might be some important energy for you around that time. Okay. Cancer, honey, this one was pretty complicated, but I also think it was terribly honorable, very interesting. I think this is probably one of the most human ones I've seen in a long time. One of the most down-to-earth ones I've seen in a long time. It doesn't get much realer than this, to be honest with you, because I saw stuff in past orientation and live action and then future orientation. It just went about everywhere, and I think it was very interesting, and I think it was very unique. And I think it was very honest. And you did that thing you do famously where Cancer shifts their energy all of a sudden when they understand what's right for them. Okay. So I actually saw your moving on energy in its own way without you knowing you would be moving on in future. But it does start with a tentative reconstruction effort, I believe, around your season. Okay. And then things will unfold over time as they're supposed to, into their fullness. Okay. I will see you in 2 weeks for your intimate tarot. Goodness knows. Goodness knows. I would like to focus on one person, please. I would like to focus on one person's energy, and I hope it's banging, literally, and I hope that it is fierce, and I hope that it is hot, and I hope that it is happening. Okay? I want you to be like flapjacks, honey, straight off the griddle, like it's just melting with butter and syrup, and that's what I want for you sexually. You probably don't understand, but then again, you've never had my pancakes, honey. If you did, you know exactly what I was talking about. Orgasm in your mouth. I make good pancakes. Cancer, I will see you in 2 weeks. Take care. Be well.